right, these are the questions for the story of Pixar. I will not be going through to annotate and talk through all of these questions and answer choices as I would if I were actually taking the test, because that would take a lot of time for both you and me. So if you come across a question and after I've given the answer, given a brief description of why it was right, and you still have questions, then I would recommend making some kind of symbol to know that, oh, I need to go over to talk to Ms. Grabachik or Ms. Schumann about why did I wrong, I still don't get it. So we can have that conversation. But I will give a little bit of explanation with each one. Number 35. The author uses a quotation from the movie Toy Story in the first paragraph too. The answer to this one was D. Gain the reader's attention with a familiar saying. And honestly, you guys, this one you would have gotten because we've talked a lot about introductions and the importance of an introduction, that you want to relate to your reader, you want to pull them in. And so that's exactly what the author did. He or she opened with a familiar saying to say like, oh yeah, I know that movie. Number 36. How is the selection organized? So the answer to this one is H. The development, that's our key word, that we had a sequential, chronological structure here. We go from the early stages to the present. We learned how it started and then how it is now, all the movies they made, all the awards they've won, and how everyone wants to be just like them. So just think how the selection is organized. Number 37. Which experience contributed most to the Pixar team's success in the film industry? So the answer to this one was B, designing computer software that created lifelike images. What we kept coming across in the article was that the advanced and impressive animation was a huge part of their success when related to film. Number 38 says, which sentence from the selection explains why Pixar became involved in the film industry? An important piece of this question is the word why, because some of these might address other pieces of that about them becoming involved, but we want to know why. Number 38's answer is J. However, since running Pixar was very expensive, Jobs agreed to the production of animated films in an effort to make Pixar profitable. So that's the reason why. There's another one that tells us how. I believe it was G. Yes, G. But this one was saying why. It was too expensive to do what Jobs wanted to do, so that's why they went into the film industry. Number 39. How does the author support the claim that Pixar set the standard for animated films? So we saw this phrase in the text. So they didn't just say it did set the standard. They actually gave us some evidence to support that claim and what they did, achievements that demonstrate Pixar's status in the movie industry, the nominations, the Academy Awards, and just all of the great well-known movies that they've produced. Number 40. The photograph is included in the selection most likely to show. So what you see in the photograph is Tassiter. Is that his name? Lasseter? Where'd he go? You see John Lasseter posing with Woody and Buzz. And the purpose of that photograph was to show us two of the characters that have made Toy Story so popular since its release. So it wasn't so much Lasseter who was in it. It gave us those characters from a well-known movie that was mentioned in the article. So again, if there was a question in this section here that confused you, that you still want to know, I don't know why I got it wrong, I want to know why I got it wrong, I want to know why this was the right answer, then make a symbol so that you can come over to the small group table and discuss with me or Ms. Schumann about your thinking.